Right. Can anybody hear me? Can anybody hear me? Can anybody hear me? All right. Let's get this thing cracking. Basically, my tripod ended up breaking, so try to get this thing cracking. Try to get this thing going. Um. So, all right. So let's do it. All right. So we live. Okay. What's going on, everybody? What's going on? What's going on, world? Sorry. Smoke. What's going on, world? This is JL, and you tuning into the Unapologetic Mind podcast. I appreciate the you know the watching and videos. I appreciate that. So basically, today's Sunday, beautiful Sunday. I call this is something new, so I call this Heavenly Sunday. You know, God's work, God's plans, God's blessings, and to think about all the blessings that our Heavenly Father has given us throughout our lives. So that's pretty much what I'm basically going to be talking about is the blessings from our Heavenly Father. Because let me tell y'all something. I wouldn't be here talking to y'all right now, for real. God gave me so many blessings, so many blessings. So this is something new. I wanted to do something new. I wanted to give you guys something, um, you know, something that happened to me throughout my life, from the blessings of God, and it's unbelievable. Is some was, life threatening, of course. Some was a wake up call because I did had a few addictions uh throughout my past, throughout my life, but I'm gonna get into one, that I used to talk about when I was a kid, teenager. My biggest fear was being stranded. What's going on, everyone? What's going on? Let's see, wait my biggest fear was being stranded in the middle of the ocean. That was my biggest fear. And the reason why I'm going to be explaining this to you guys because this is a blessing from God when you are in the most trouble, the most difficult times, or life and death situations. And at that time, I was in a life and death situation. It was crazy. So basically, I used to talk about my fear in, you know, being in stranded in the middle of the ocean. Little do you know, later down the line, I end up working on a cruise ship. It's crazy. I end up working on a cruise ship, and things were going great. Things were going, I would have never thought in a million years we, basically get into a situation like that because that is something, man. That shit is like from a fucking movie, man. So basically, we're coming out of Nassau, Bahamas, and if anyone knows or if anyone took a cruise ship, a Caribbean cruise, know that you can't go through Bermuda Triangle. You got to go around the Bermuda Triangle because if you try to go through it, most likely you'll be dealing with a lot of difficult with heavy storms, Because let me tell you something, it rains like it's no tomorrow in the middle of the ocean. It's so scary being out in the middle of the ocean, especially throughout storming time. You know, when it's raining, it's crazy. So I'm at first wasn't thinking on nothing. It was a typical morning. Woke up in the morning, getting ready for the workday and getting ready for the cruise and the journey. So the day seemed normal. It didn't seem nothing suspicious, nothing dangerous or anything like that. It literally seemed normal, like literally. So as I get to the marina, and this is the marina in West Palm Beach. It's on 13th Street by the Blue Heron Bridge, and the cruise line that I used to work for is they changed their name because I ended up searching them. But before they were called Majestic Princess, and we pretty much went out the day, for dinner and whatnot. And if you have a bunch of major events like going to the Bahamas or whatnot, you definitely book an event ahead of time. And so it was great, man. It was so never in a million years, man, would I be stranded in the fucking middle of the ocean. Never in a million years. So the day seems normal. I get on, we do the whole check-in or whatever, because I was also helping out as a deckhand as well, making sure my buddy Kevin, shout out to Kevin, he was showing me a little of yacht engineering, how to basically take the pistons off of, engine and how to replace the transmission on the yacht. Unbelievable. That, man, that transmission is almost the size of this room, so, and that's for a different size of yachts. There's bigger ones, cruise ships, there's transmissions the size of this house. It's unbelievable. So, so as the day seemed normal, we pretty much prep for the day. We get everything right. I get my bar set up and everything like that. So we aboard everyone. Everyone is, coming aboard, and everything was perfect. Everybody enjoyed their dinner. Everybody enjoyed the cruise. The drinks. Everyone was complimenting on the pina colada because I was famous on the pina colada up in South Florida. I've been in a bunch of bartenders bash, and I didn't win, so but I did attend it, and I did show a few some people, my cocktail recipes and stuff like that. So I should have attended. I probably would have won first place. A lot of people said I would have won first place, but it was nice. I had a great experience. But anyways, we we go around because when you going out the inlet of West Palm Beach, you make a right, and this is for every cruise ship. You take it's called the horseshoe. Every captain used the horseshoe, and that's going around the Bermuda Triangle. So we did that. As soon as we got to, I don't know where the hell we was, because this was out in the middle of the ocean. So there were no landmarks, no nothing. Like, it was just water throughout water, through like water for miles and miles and miles. So the the evening seemed perfect. The sun was beginning to set. It was beautiful. The sky was red and orange, and it was just, man, it was just beautiful. The weather was right. So it gets around like 9ish, right? At night. Let me tell y'all something. The nights in the ocean, I don't give a fuck if you are fucking the most toughest person, supposedly. I don't care if you have no fear, and that shit will scare any fucking body. I'm being honest with you because you can't see shit. And on top of that, you got things as bigger than you got shit bigger than your fucking than your yacht or your cruise ship or whatever you on, man. I've seen blue whales almost the size of fucking cruise ships and shit. Maybe I'm exaggerating, but listen, man, the shit was fucking huge. Okay, I've seen sharks at night. Everything comes out. It's like everything emerged from the fucking. This is crazy. You see more squids. More jellyfishes. The box where the color ones, where they shine. They pretty much glow, at night, and it looks like fucking firing balls in the water and shit. It's pretty dope, but them shits will kill you. But so yeah, all of a sudden the waves were getting tough. The waves was getting tough. So that's when the captain said, he gathered all the staffs, and me, and was like, guys, we have a small storm coming ahead. It looks like a thunderstorm. Oh, man, shit, I remember this shit like fucking yesterday, man. It was like a thunderstorm. And, he's not thinking nothing of it because, they have a skipper. What that is, it's this fucking black fiber, whatever, titanium, whatever the fuck material that they use. But it's very expensive. And they pretty much install it under the bow, which is underneath the boat, the front area. And it's called a skipper. So it skips, the waves and the toughness, and so it rides smoothly. But man, listen here, man. I've never been fucking scared out of my whole life, y'all. I've never been this fucking scared, man, for real. And it wasn't even scared for me. It was scared for the people, because there was a lot of people in that fucking. They were like, because it was a special event, so there was like at least 85 people, 85 people. And that's not including the staffs, because there were, 12 staffs. And, this is a nice sized yacht. This is you're talking about 140-foot yacht. This is a fucking mega yacht. This is a multi-million-dollar yacht. So, excuse me. So, Majestic Princess, it's a cruise line where they have yachts, and you can rent yachts. You can rent. So basically, the cruise line, they're sisters with the Caribbean cruise line. So anyways, we were out there, and it was getting rough. Man, the fucking rain, it was like rain coming everywhere, It literally looked like some shit from a movie, man. I'm talking about, listen, there were waves almost 20, 30 foot, man. This shit was crazy, man. Like, I literally thought the fucking yacht was gonna go over, man, for real. And one of the transmission, no, that's another story. It was on the cruise line. It was the Caribbean cruise line. The transmission went out on that ship. I didn't get stranded, but we were riding on one fucking that shit was crazy. and we had to pretty much calm the. There were at least uh 400, almost 400 people on that ship that day, and we literally had to calm, you know, the people, because when you're in a situation like that, the captain you know, has his main focus is to make sure, the civilians and the people are straight and safe and not panicking or anything like that. So, anyways, back to the Majestic. So we going through rough waves. It's fucking raining like crazy. It's dark. We don't see shit. You got glass falling. You got bottles falling. Fucking kitchen plates falling, breaking and shit. Now the people are getting nervous. They like, what the fuck is this, man? So as it's storming outside like it's no tomorrow, the whole deck, we try to clear that deck out, man. There was fucking furniture going over and shit. It was crazy, man. So so that went on for, I felt like it was the longest 30 minutes of my fucking life. Seriously. I literally thought the fucking boat was gonna go over, man. I've from the moment when it was rocking back and forth, and there were a time when there were a moment when the fucking boat was so like tilted to the point where you could fucking touch the water. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, we would have went over, man, for real, yo. That shit was scary to hold on and to tell people to hold on to, it's gonna be okay. So when it finally got calmed, everybody was nervous. I was like, listen, man, I'm gonna just give everybody drinks, get everybody right, take their mind off a little bit, get the music flowing, because there's fucking bottles, glass broken and shit. So we trying to clean up or whatever as fast. The engine goes out. Oh man. After all the storm and all that shit, man, the engine goes out. Here's where panic mode is to the fucking roof. Because mind you got staffs. Okay, yeah, we human beings too. You got staffs that that was trained for, but not when it gets to that moment. We're literally stranded in the middle of the ocean, literally. So the engine goes out, right? So the people think, the captain, and the people think the captain put the ship on cruise, and so we're drifting. We're literally drifting through and we're not moving, but we riding with the current. It's crazy, man. So the captain was like, listen, we're gonna try to ride the current for a little bit. I'm gonna try to go down and see what's going on and try to get this thing cranking a little bit. Because even the emergency fucking shit wasn't working, man. It was like, yo, it was bad all around, man. Because it was electrical malfunctioning, but there's always emergencies after that. But listen, this storm, for some reason, when it passed us and we went through that fucking storm, something happened, man. For real, man. Something happened. So me and Kevin goes down with the captain, and I go down because, of course, they need muscle. So I helped him, carry some stuff. It was some fucking box or whatever that was burnt there. Some shit. It was like it looked like uh, a transformer box. So the captain goes, shit. Just like that. Fuck, man. So he was like, what? He's like, this shit's not, it's not gonna run without this. The engine's not gonna run without this. This is like basically the fucking fuel for the engine. And it literally looks like a transmission. It's just crazy, man. Like a transformer, but it's huge. It's like the size of a couch. So, anyways, he calls for Mayday, and he calls for help. We get respond, say like about 40 minutes later, I believe, 35 minutes later, they came. And that's they helped us haul the boat or whatever. But listen, man. Waiting there for, the Coast Guard to arrive was the most, it took for, it was like it took forever, man. Like they was never going to get there. But riding through that storm, that right there was a near-death experience. Because I really thought the yacht was gonna go over, man. Seriously. I really thought the yacht was gonna go over. We almost lost a lady. She almost went overboard. Until her book bag ended up getting caught. So that's kind of what saved her a little bit. And it was crazy, man. It literally looked like some shit from a movie, man. That's all I can say, And that's what I want to share with you guys about that, because it was definitely a blessing. It could have went out I could have been fucking dead in the middle of the ocean, man, with not doing this video. Seriously. God is good, man. God is great. I never really thought that of so much blessings that we have, that I have, because of so many near-death experience that I've gone through or went through. It was crazy how that right there, and that was nature. That's nature. So you can't go around that. You can't fix that situation. You can't fix that situation. You got to let nature take its course, It's like with hurricanes. I've been through so many hurricanes. Crazy ones, scary ones that flooded fucking Miami, unbelievable ones. Hurricane Wilma was crazy, 2005. We were staying in Las Olas. We were in the island. We were pretty much stuck in the island. I remember that. No water. Water was stocked up, backed up, all types of shit. It was crazy. We had no electricity for like 30 days. That was crazy. But being out in the middle of the ocean and being stranded, especially at night, when I arrived, let me tell y'all something. When I arrived to fucking Fort Lauderdale, because we arrived to the closest in marina, I fucking kissed the ground, man. It's a different feeling when you get off that fucking boat, yo, and you touch that ground. But let me tell y'all something. Let me tell y'all something. Oh, shout out to Fernway. Um, Fernway. It's a brand. You know, they got great flour. You know, they got great oil, and this is like the highest THC that they could get. Really, this is diesel pine. This is basically homegrown, organic. So shout out to Fernway. They got multiple products, multiple. You can find Fernway at fernway.com. You can find them at your if you're in California, you can find them in any dispensary. If you're in Denver or Colorado or Aspen, you can find them in certain dispensaries. But if you're in Massachusetts, you can find them in multiple dispensaries. Shout out the Boston Bud Factory. They're really great. They're really amazing, and I love the staff there. The staff is amazing. But anyways, I don't mean to jump off, but I just wanted to shout, Fernway out, man, because their product is amazing and their oil is amazing. And this is 94% THC. Yes, I have to have a high doses of THC because, I have multiple chronic pains and stuff like that. And I go through like multiple, I'll talk about that at another episode. But this is great right here. This is my wand. This is my magic stick. No homo. Anyways, pause. This is a sativa. I just wanted to let y'all know real quick. Definitely relaxes and keeps me focused, and so. But anyways, being out in the middle of the ocean, man, is crazy. It was a crazy experience. I get this. I saw a lot of stuff. I experienced a lot of stuff. I've seen so many different shark species. I've seen so many different fish. I've never, man, if you would have told me there's a fucking a grouper fish the size of a fucking of a minivan, I would have never believed you. I saw that. It's called Goliath grouper. They're off the coast of Key West, Florida. You can find them out off the coast of Bahamas as well. You can find them certain areas in the middle of the ocean, in the Atlantic Ocean. Them, and they call Goliath groupers, man. That's crazy, man. Shit. It's just the night in the middle of the ocean is what scares me. Like, especially, because we traveled through the night, man, and it seemed perfect. It seemed fine. But, when it rains like it's a fucking hurricane out there, man. I'm telling you. And if anyone experienced being out in the middle of the ocean, you know what I'm saying? If anyone experienced being in a cruise ship or please tune in, you know what I'm saying? Link in, because I want to hear y'all guys like side of the story of y'all near death experience of being out in the middle of the ocean. I don't know. Listen, to be honest with you, I don't know, and I feel so bad, yo. I feel so bad, man, because for the Cubans and the Haitians that cross over here, and I don't mean over here. I mean cross over from Cuba to Haiti to South Florida to Key West or Miami. One of my friends told me he gone through that, of being in a fucking tube from Cuba to Key West, and it literally took him 6 days. He said it took him 6 days. 6 days. Watching his best friend die in front of him, that's crazy, man. When you see your own best friend die in front of you and you gotta fucking, he told, it's crazy, man. And you guys will hear, you guys will hear his side of the story, you know, when I interview him and contact him, because he's in Miami right now. Got out from prison, and he is getting deported, but he's in Miami called Chrome. So I wrote him a letter, and so yeah. Anyways, his name is Juan Carlos. Cool dude, man. Cool dude. What what literally fucked me up was him sharing that side of the story with me. You know, my story was never crazy. Like, it never amounted to his story, because, you know, he came over here on a tube, man. On a fucking, he said it was like those inflated tubes, you know, that you play in the pool and shit. He said he floating that shit, man, all the way from Cuba, man. From Cuba to fucking Miami, bro. That's crazy, man. He told me, man, like, he told me when the tube was deflating, like it was losing air. He told me, like, it was the day 4 when his body was literally on, you know, he had to float half his body on the water. And he told me the more days you spend in the water, the more your skin starts to open up. And yo, that's crazy, man. He told me he was getting blisters and that's from staying in the water, man, for those amount of time, yo, for those amount of days, you know, for those for those, you know, for those days. That's crazy. That's mind blowing, man. That shit is mind blowing, yo. So I definitely want him to tell his side of that story as well, because that shit is crazy, man. And he survived it. He survived it. And I hope his daughter's listening, because he haven't spoken to his daughter, you know, the past 10 years. From what he told me, for the past 10 years, you know, he feels broken about it. And because he feels like he ruined everyone's life, you know, and that's what happens. You know, I don't mean to go off topic, but yeah, that, you know, and that's what happens when you choose that life. But anyways, yeah, man, being out in the middle of the ocean is no joke, man, because you got to deal with a lot of shit. You got to deal with a lot of shit, man. Deal with a lot of shit, man. So that's my story. That's what I wanted to share with you guys on Heavenly Sunday. I call it Heavenly Sunday, you know, God's Sunday, aka God's Day, aka God bless, you know, aka Sunday Fun Day for the right way. Y'all like that, right? That's mine. Don't take that. Okay? For real. But anyways, y'all can use that. I don't give a shit, man. I'm not like that, man. But yeah, I just came up with that just now. For real. See, that's you gotta take the oil. But yeah, I'm transitioning more into the oil, man. I don't mean to jump off topic, but yeah, man. I've smoking so much throughout my life. That's gonna be on the episode on the, you know, on the smoke episode. Oh yeah, I got a lot going on right now. A lot going on. Be sure to tune in, guys. I appreciate it, man. Be sure to tune in. Be sure to tune in to my wife. Be sure to tune in to my YouTube, The Unapologetic Mind. Be sure to tune in to The Unapologetic Mind podcast on Anchor, Spotify, and Apple. You know, with there, I'll be going live, radio talk. I'll be pretty much talking about anything, everything, politicians. You know, my friends will be going live with me, pretty much talking about their side of the story, you know, and the experience they went through being in the military, being, you know, Special Force, in the Marine Corps, you know. Yeah, it's crazy. And the missions that they, you know, and the missions that they had to do was crazy. So that's definitely going to be in on on the talk radio, slash talk podcast. So yeah, it's man, thank you. This is a blessing Sunday. Blessing Sunday. It's beautiful. It's sunny out. The weather's great. I hope you guys are having a lovely Sunday. I'm gonna be doing this every Sunday. This is called Heavenly Sunday. God's Day. God's Sunday. Sunday fun day, but the right way. Oh yeah, what you thought? I forgot? Come on now, let me hit this one more time. And if you guys got a joint, hit that too, man. But smoke the right way, please. Don't smoke. Don't smoke the negative way, man. Don't. Feel like I'm going off topic, but anyways, I like to go a little off topic a little bit, But so yeah, so basically, every Sunday I'm gonna be talking about the blessings that our Heavenly Father gave me, and the opportunity to live again. Because I've gone through so many near-death experiences, and I'm pretty sure you guys out there have gone through as well, because when you go through something like that, your mind tends to change, you tend to change. Some people do, some people don't. Some people's like, you know what, fuck it, I give up or whatever. And I feel so bad because I have some family members like that, and that are like that just gave up and don't give a fuck and decided to continue, being an addict. I was an addict. Come on now, who wasn't? You know what I mean? I was addicted to alcohol. I was addicted to painkiller pills, prescription pills. I was addicted to fucking promethazine codeine. Oh yeah, I used to drink that shit like it was fucking, like it was water, because I had access to it. Mind you, I'm from Florida, so you know what I mean. I lived everywhere in fucking Florida, so Florida is crazy. Florida is fucking. At that time, in the early 2000s, Florida was wide open, especially with prescription pills. You could get fucking anyway, but that's another topic. That would be another episode. But so yeah, that right there was my biggest fear. Yes, that, and almost the plane didn't crash. I felt like it almost crashed. Flying into fucking Mexico, it's unbelievable. When you gotta fly to Tulum, listen, anybody who flew to Mexico or whatever, anybody who flew to Cancun, and then from Cancun you gotta fly to Tulum, and so anyone who ever been to Tulum, Mexico, you gotta take a small fucking plane, a propeller plane or whatever. We took it's called a seaplane, where they got the floaters in the bottom. Man, listen here, man. That right there scared the shit out of me. I thought the fucking plane was gonna go down. Honest to God, I really thought the fucking plane was gonna go down. Seriously. I'm texting my sister, telling her, tell everybody I love him. Tell my family I love him. It's fucking crazy, man, because I thought I was gonna die that day. Literally, I thought I was gonna die that day. The fucking plane, and that's another thing, man. About flying. I've gone through situations too where an engine was smoking on the fucking plane, and that's why I don't fly Spirit. I will never fly Spirit ever again. Not that I'm knocking Spirit. I got nothing against Spirit. It's just, yo, man, y'all need to do more accurate check on y'all fucking plane, man. Like, do more fucking inspections, man. Seriously, how the fuck you're gonna look on your right window and you see the fucking the shit smoking. And I'm talking about the shit that goes around the propeller engine, whatever you want to call that. Yeah, it literally scared everybody. It literally scared everybody. But the captain calmed, and we land in the nearest airport, which was Illinois, and the Chicago airport. But yeah, see that right there, and I always had dreams, yo. I always, and the people that know me will tell you, yo. I always had dreams where, you know, the shit that I'm doing, like traveling, because I travel a fucking lot, man. So, and I fly a lot, man. That's the crazy shit. So my fear, well, my I basically saw myself dying, going down on a plane, and that's every time, I have that type of dream, that nightmare, seriously, of me, the plane blowing up, or the plane fucking tail ripping off, or the front of the plane ripping off, or the plane crashing into a mountain. I be literally having those dreams, man. So yeah, definitely, it's definitely keeps me aware, but it definitely scares me a little bit, because when I fly, I always like, I close my eyes. I close my eyes, and because anything can happen, yo. When you're taking off, the plane could blow up. Anything could fucking happen, man. You never know. You're basically, excuse me, you're basically gambling with your life. That's the shit. When we're flying, when we're driving, when we're in a car, or when we're in a boat, when we're traveling, whatever, or in a cruise line, whatever, we're basically gambling with our fucking life, man. And people don't really realize it. You're gambling with your life. You don't know what's gonna happen tomorrow. You could get in the car, and then fucking somebody could smack fucking head first in front of you, a drunk driver or whatever the fuck, you know? So that's what I'm saying. Like, you guys never know. Like, listen, death, it's in everyone's front door, yo. No matter what the fuck you doing. You know what I'm saying? Seriously. No matter what you're doing. But that was my little short video that I wanted to give about my near death experience in the fucking middle of the ocean. Being stranded in the middle of the ocean at night, on top of that. After a fucking storm. A little ass fucking storm. But it was not a little storm. That's the shit. So yeah, every Sunday I will be doing this every Sunday. I will be talking to you guys as well. I want you guys to tune in, basically talk about the blessings that our Heavenly Father gave us, really, and that is given us to this day. Because I believe, but just know that anything is possible. And anything can happen. We cannot take life for granted. I'm 35. I just turned 35. I passed Jesus Christ. That shit is crazy, yo. Excuse me. I'm sorry. I passed Joshua. I passed his age. That shit blows my fucking mind out. Because some of the people that I know, my good friends, and some of the people I grew up with in the past, went to high school with and worked with in the past and sold drugs with or whatever. Some of them are not even here, yo. Some of them overdosed. Some of them got shot. Some of them fucking committed suicide, Actually, one of my friends drowned in his vacation. Yeah. So that's what I'm saying. Anything can happen, yo. And he was in vacation. So anything can happen. Anything can happen. My friend was on vacation, man, and he fucking drowned. Yeah. So you guys gotta give thanks. You guys gotta give thanks, man. Give thanks, please. Pray, do whatever. I don't care, yo. Do fucking snore, whatever the fuck, whatever you guys do, man. Meditate or take one day at a time and think about, clearing your mind. Practice on clearing your mind. Practice on getting to know yourself better. You know what I'm saying? Practice on being, being that better person every day. Seriously, because each and every one of us is blessed. Each and every one of us is blessed. You're blessed. You're blessed. You're blessed. You're blessed. Each and every one of us is blessed. We just take advantage of those blessings, man. For real. And none of us ain't poor, man. Let's be honest. None of us ain't poor because we still find meals. You know what I mean? We still find ways to survive. That's another another topic I'll be talking about in the next episode, but which is called Money Talk. So talking about that, none of us is not poor. You ain't poor. You ain't poor. You ain't poor. We just do poor decisions. Let's be honest. Tune in, man. Tune in to the Unapologetic Mind. The Unapologetic Mind podcast. Come on, man. Tune in, man, to drop some knowledge, get some knowledge. You know what I'm saying? Fucking literally get to know yourself more. How to get to know yourself more, for real. It took me a while, man. It took me a while to do, to talk about this and to open up, and because I was always quiet. I was always quiet. Always. I was always quiet. And I was always in a corner, quiet, absorbing. I talk when I talked, and I talked if I have to, and I'm quiet when I'm quiet. But I was always absorbing, and I'm glad I was like that. I'm glad when I was young. I'm glad, I always been a leader. I never been a follower. I always stood up for myself. And I can't say I got lucky, because luck, I don't believe in luck. I believe a man makes his own luck. Man makes his own luck. And for God to give me that blessing to live the next day. Cause think about, listen, for the people out there that supposedly tried or supposedly gave up on life or something like that, it's never over, man. It's not over. It's not over. It's not over, because I'm gonna tell y'all something about that. The people that's gone and the people that's dead, or that energy that's in the other side of the world we don't see, but is there. Those people will do anything to be alive again. Seriously. How I know? Thank you for the DMT. Seriously. DMT is something, and I love it. I wish I could do DMT every weekend, but oh man, it's especially going through that near-death experience, where that's going to be next week. Tune in next week on Sunday. Tune in next week on, Heavenly Sunday, God's Day. God bless. Sunday fun day, but the right way. I'm gonna pretty much talk about, when I overdosed. Yeah, that shit was crazy. My soul literally left my body, so yeah, that shit was crazy. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna be talking about that, because I wouldn't be here talking to you guys, man. Seriously, it's crazy. But yeah, tune in, and I appreciate that, yo. I will be releasing more videos. about my book. It basically give y'all a little explanations about each chapter. So each episode is going to be explaining about each chapter. You know, on my in my book, and so once again, I truly appreciate that, guys, for tuning in. And for the people that are tuning in live and that is watching live, I appreciate that. Be sure to tune in to my YouTube channel, The Unapologetic Mind. Please subscribe, share, like, whatever. Doesn't matter. I appreciate that if you guys do. I really do. Peace and love and blessings to you, to you guys and the fam. Seriously. You guys mean so much to me. You guys make me do this every day. You guys motivate me to do this every day, to speak my mind, and to give my word out, and to give my story out, and you guys give me the strength, and the Heavenly Father gives me strength to do this every day, and I thank him. I thank you guys, for real. I truly do, because we come a long way. We come a long way. We really do. We come a long way. So next week on Sunday, tune in to Heavenly Sunday, where I'll be talking about another near-death experience, and the blessings of God, and the blessings that he give us when we go through that, or when we go through hard times and troubled times and stuff like that, man. So I appreciate, once again, everyone. Thank you. Thank you. Shout out to Dane Calloway for y'all don't know Dane Calloway. Tune into his channel, subscribe to his channel. That brother right there is a good brother, man. That brother knows, man. That brother knows. And if you guys want to know your history, me, research yourself, research your family. You never know. You never know what could be, waiting for you. Seriously. You never know what could be waiting for you. I found out, part of my family was Magi's. That's what I'm saying. You guys gotta you guys gotta literally dig deep into your fucking ancestors. You guys gotta really, really dig deep into your ancestors. Seriously, because you guys will find an amazing history, and and stories like I did. The stuff I found, and when I did my DNA, and it was unbelievable. But all right, sorry. But yeah, so I appreciate everyone. I try to make this a little bit short. It was a little long, but I thank everyone for this blessing Sunday. I just want to say peace and love. Thank you, everyone. God bless everyone. God bless to the kings and queens. God bless to the princesses and princesses. We motivate yourself, believe in yourself, and push yourself every day. Push yourself every day, achieving your goals, no matter what it is. No matter what it is. It could be building something, whatever. It doesn't matter. Achieve. Trust me, it comes a long way, because hard work does pay off, and I mean hard work really pays off. But you guys gotta be consistent. You guys gotta have integrity, man. Please, you know what I mean? Trust me. Believe in yourself. Believe in yourself. Stop believing other people saying that you're a failure, or you're nothing, or because it's not true. If you wasn't nothing, why are they telling you that? Why they're telling you that? Obviously, you must be something for them to tell you that. Why are they wasting their time telling you that shit? So yeah, thank you. All right.